Today, I'm going to be taking you behind the scenes and showing you guys my brand new gaming room. And I'm also going to be showing you my bedroom setup as well. You guys are going to be able to see the products I use, how I make my videos, and just behind the scenes of the whole process. Let's get into it. So starting off at my bedroom door here, we've got a quote, which you guys should definitely read. It's a quote that I really like. And let's go into my room. Coming down here, we've got my Yamaha keyboard, which was originally in my recording room. Here we've got my iPad Pro with Apple Pencil. Under here, we have got a fan here because it's really hot in the UK right now. And we've also got the pedal for my keyboards. Now let's move on to the main event, which is my PC. So the specs of my PC are an AMD Ryzen 5 5900X. I've got ASRock Steel Legend B450 motherboards, 32 gigabytes of Corsair RGB RAM, and I've got Asus Radeon RX 6600 XT graphics cards. Combine that with the NZXT water cooler and radiator on the front, and the case is a NZXT H500i. Really nice case, super clean. This is a really cool PC. Now this PC used to be in my recording room, but it's now been upgraded and I now use it in my bedroom. So that's my main PC. Now moving on to the left hand side of my desk, I've got my M1 MacBook Air here. Really nice laptop. I can't fault this. This is probably the best laptop I've ever got. M1 processor, 8 gigabytes of RAM, and we've got 500 gigabytes flash storage. And I've also got a webcam cover on it as well, just in case, you know, you never know who's watching. So yeah, it's also on its little holder here, which is super nice. It's silver, which matches the laptop. I've got my Apple keyboard, which I don't really use anymore, underneath. I've got my Raspberry Pi. Here is just like a little cubby hole with a load of stuff. My DSLR camera in here, a USB-C hub, a external SSD, and I've got my Scuff PS4 gaming controller and some various gaming mice. I've got some of these exercising things, which are pretty good for working out at your desk, work out your hand and wrist and stuff. So that's pretty cool. Up here, we've got air conditioner. Looking at my nostalgic tech here, we've got an old iPhone 3GS. I think this is a 3GS or a 3G. It still works actually, believe it or not. And then we've got my iPod Touch 4th generation. This got me into tech, so I owe a lot to this iPod Touch. We've got a fidget spinner. Remember when those were a thing? And then we've just got a Dalek because I like Doctor Who. Up here, we've got a working model of an engine, which is pretty cool. We've got all the cylinders and pistons in here. So yeah, I've just got various memorabilia here from gift shops and stuff of places I've been. So yeah, now on to the main event, my actual desk setup. So here it is. We've got two monitors going on here. I can't work without two monitors anymore. So my main one is a 27-inch BenQ 144Hz 1440p monitor. All the links to my products will be in the description down below, but this is a really nice monitor. Then I've got a Lenovo 24-inch monitor here. As you can see, it is fixed to the wall. So yeah, this looks super cool, super clean, keeps the cables kind of out the way. Here we've got my Blue Yeti microphone, which I used to use for YouTube, but I don't anymore. So it's just here on my secondary setup. Back here, we've just got some plug sockets and USB ports for charging stuff with. Speaking of charging stuff, I've got a wireless charging pad here, which I can put my phone on when I'm at my desk, which is pretty cool. And then we've got my Scarlett Solo USB audio interface. Speaking of music stuff, we've got my MIDI keyboards here. This is from MIDI Tech. I believe it's got 37 keys. And I've got an IKEA lamp, and I think it fits my setup really well. So first of all, I've got a Titan Wolf extra large mouse pad. I've got a Keychron wireless keyboard here. This is really nice. It's got Cherry MX red switches. It's a wireless keyboard, but I use it plugged in with this nice coiled cable. I'm not brave enough to build my own keyboard just yet, but it's something I will do in the future. Here we've got my Zowie EC1 mouse. This is the largest size you can get, which is really good for people with big hands like me. I like this mouse because it requires no drivers. It's all kind of on board. It's got really nice clicks on it. It's a really nice mouse. If you've got a Razer Death Adder and you want something different, you've got big hands, definitely recommend one of these. Coming under the desk, we've got my Hackintosh, the famous Hackintosh in the Mac Pro case. So yeah, but I basically built a PC in a Mac Pro case, and I've got my PC and Hackintosh that both work with my two monitors. I've got a KVM switch under the desk here. So I basically just press this button and I can use the same keyboard and mouse with both computers, which is super useful. Here are my headphones here. I've got the Audio Technica M50X headphones. Pretty nice headphones, although the leather's starting to wear off the headband a little bit. Here's my headset hook as well, which is pretty nice. And under the desk, I'd say I've done a pretty good job of cable management. Bearing in mind, this is like my everyday desk. It's not for YouTube or anything. I've just tidied it all away with some cable tidies up there. All plugs into the back of the Hackintosh and the PC. So I wanted wanted to upgrade my gaming chair for a little while now, and I ended up going with the Herman Miller Aeron chair. I've got the size 2, so that's the medium size. Lots of people go online about how good these chairs are, and I've been wanting to get a new gaming chair for a while. It's got the kind of mesh to it, which I wasn't too sure of. I kind of like cushions and I like to be comfortable, but this is super nice. It's like sitting on a cloud. It's honestly the best chair I've ever had. I've got an aftermarket headrest on it here, which is not official, but it's a lot squidgier, which is what I like. But yeah, you can actually feel there's two little like knobbly bits at the back here, which tell you if your Herman Miller chair is official or not. Armrests are adjustable, and yeah, I'm pretty happy with it, and hopefully it should last me many more years to come. But yeah, that's pretty much my bedroom setup. I'm pretty happy with it. It looks super clean. It's been in the works for years now, but I finally got it to a state which I'm pretty happy with, and it gets the job done for sure. So if you guys don't know, I built an insane gaming setup in this old shed. It's been updated since you guys last saw it, so let's open the door and take a look for ourselves. Look at how far this has come since you guys last saw this. I've got some LED lights, a new desk, and yeah, I've just really organized it in a way that I really like. So yeah, starting off on the left hand side here, we've got my 24-inch Samsung TV. I don't really watch TV on here. I mainly use it for the consoles. So I've got a PlayStation 4 and an Xbox One, and I've got a Tender Nova Wi-Fi mesh node here, which allows me to get Wi-Fi from the house into this shed. Here we have the famous like and subscribe sign, which you guys should definitely do. And then we've got my original desk with a Corsair extra large mouse pad on. Now this original desk was what I used to have my PC on, but now it's used as a secondary desk. So if I'm doing an unboxing or a camera review or something, then this is what the setup's pretty much for. Here we have my pretty old Reds gaming racing chair. This was originally in my bedroom before I got the Herman Miller. So yeah, we've got LED lights behind all of this. Here we have my Princess heater, which is really useful in the winter. I can control it on my phone, so I can heat up the room before I even get in here, which is super nice. And as you can see, we've got an LED strip that runs behind that and pretty much all throughout the room. And then here we have another new addition, which is my storage cabinet. Here we've got some fake plants. I'm sorry to disappoint you guys, but these are not real. Here we have some acoustic panels on the walls. These ones don't really do much. Mainly the ones on the other walls seem to do a lot better, but they're still pretty good decoration. I've now installed an air vent into this cabin, which helps reduce condensation in the winter. Here's the cabinet here. I've got various different things in here, Rubik's Cube, an old Dell motherboard, and we've actually got some old processors, which is pretty cool. In here we've got the motherboard of my very first computer. It was just a basic Dell desktop office computer, but yeah, I really like that computer. I was sad to see it go, so I took the motherboard out of it. And here we've got a Lego Stormtrooper. Yeah, good decoration, kind of goes with the white and black of my setup, which I quite like. Here we've got a drawer of just full of cables. You know, everyone's got to have one, so mine's just tucked away there. Here we've got some books and CDs and stuff like that. Windows 7 Home Premium, Battlefield 3 for the Xbox 360. We've got a Windows 8.1 disc as well, and various kind of homemade discs as well that I've made. Now, the new addition to this setup is I've actually got a new desk since you guys last saw this. So this desk is quite a big desk. It takes up most of the right-hand side of this little shed, and yeah, I'm super happy with this. So this desk you can't actually buy. I actually made it myself. I did a little DIY IKEA desk hack, and what you basically do is you go ahead and go to IKEA and you buy yourself a set of Alex drawers, which I've got here in white, and then you basically buy a kitchen worktop as well as some table legs, or you can buy 2 Alex drawers and just balance the worktop on both of them. It's a kitchen worktop, so it's a very durable surface. So yeah, you can't buy this desk, but yeah, I definitely recommend doing this. I know a lot of streamers and YouTubers do this, so I'm not very original, but it definitely works well. Here we've got my JBL speakers. I've got monitor speakers here either side. These are really good for listening to music on, editing video, and yeah, really good sound quality out of these. So both these speakers go to my audio interface here, which is an M Audio Air, and plugged into the audio interface are my Beyerdynamic DT990 Pro headphones. These are really nice headphones. Lots of people use these and they're very good. So yeah, here we have another Titan Wolf extra large mouse pad. We've got my keyboard, which is a Corsair K65 RGB. We've got a Razer Death Adder mouse, which is pretty good. I've had these two peripherals for a while and they're really nice. The monitors are unchanged. I've got a 24-inch 144Hz Asus monitor and an Asus 60Hz this monitor here, again 24-inch, which I use as my second monitor. Here we have my Logitech Brio webcam, which I use to record all the face cam in my videos. It's a really nice webcam. Webcams have come a really long way since I used to use them. Here we've got an iPad holder. So I basically get my iPad and I clip it into here. I kind of use it as a bit like a teleprompter. It's pretty cool when I'm doing piece to camera work, so that's pretty good. So as you guys can see here, it's just on an arm which is mounted to the desk. So yeah, very strong, very sturdy. And then here we have my Elgato key light, which is really good. If you do facecam videos out there or just general recording, the Elgato is hard to go wrong. It's really strong, really sturdy, good quality. And yeah, we've got some acoustic panels here in a kind of chessboard design. These are really good at reducing the echo in this room. Before it was really bad in here, but added these. Not only does it look good, but yeah, it also really helps out with the sound quality in this room. Coming down here, we've got the PC, which I've built very recently. I actually did a video on this. It's got AMD Ryzen 5 3600, 16 gigabytes of RAM, and a GTX 1660 Super. So yeah, this is basically just a recording PC. More than enough performance what I need for just doing YouTube videos and recording. I've got some remotes down here for the RGB lights. Here we've got one of my capture cards here, 4K Ultra HD. That's a pretty good one, although I prefer the Elgato one. Here we've got a mouse bungee as well, which does a good job kind of lifting the cable wire and reducing the drag on my mouse, which is pretty good. And here we have a light. So I've got my Elgato key light, but with just that on, I look like a zombie. So I use this to kind of light up my face a little bit. And now coming onto the desk, we've got the low-end PC, the famous eBay PC. I capture card that over to my recording PC, and that's pretty much how I make my videos. So yeah, here's the keyboard and mouse I use on the low-end PC. I should probably get a KVM switch, but I just use this Logitech wireless keyboard and mouse combo. Here we've got my tripod. Here we've got some DJ decks as well, which I like to play around with sometimes. Here we've got my remote control robot, which I'm not too sure if it still works. I've got Windows 10 LTSC running on my PC, which is a super good operating system. Really good for just getting the job done. No updates, no messing around. I can just come in here, record, get on with it, upload my recordings, and move on with my day. Here is my chair here. I should probably get a new one. It's kind of falling apart a bit. The leather's not real, so it's starting to peel a little bit. But yeah, it's black and white. It matches the theme of the room. It's a racing style chair, so I might be getting a new chair very soon. But for now, it does the job, I'd say. But yeah, that's pretty much my little recording area. It's pretty cool how on the outside it's just a regular shed, but inside we've got an epic gaming setup. So thank you guys all for watching this video. As I said, all the links to the products and stuff that I use will be in the description down below. Let me know what you want to see in the future.